Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will start our 13th lecture of our course Digital Electronics. In today's lecture we will study the JK flip-flop. In this lecture we will see that how can we make the circuit diagram of the JK flip-flop and its table. The diagram starts by the AND gate and we will have the NOR gate in it. Simply we can draw the AND gate first. This is our AND gate and it will be connected to the NOR gate. This is our NOR gate and we will repeat it again. AND gate and the NOR gate. These are our outputs, inputs, and as it is the flip-flop, the thing in flip-flop we have is that it has a clock in it. When we will trigger the clock, the circuit will start working. Next thing is, this is our J input, this is our K input. These outputs will be connected to the NOR gate as input and these outputs are also working as the input of the AND gate. So simply this is our complete circuit of the JK. This is our Q and this is our Q bar. So now we will start it as this is our clock which will always be 1, J, K, Q and Qn plus 1. So whenever we will always take the clock 1 and on our first step we are taking J0 and K0 as our inputs J and K both are 0. So as the clock is 1 and the first input J is 0, so it according to AND gate we can see that whenever our input is 0, the output will be 0 because it will multiply it. So 1 into 0 will be 0, so we will not consider the other input as if it is 1 or 0, the output will be 0 in any condition. So we will have 0 here and same we have 0 here. Now if we have 0 here, we have to see the other input, this one. So we will imagine that Q is equal to 0. So if both the inputs are 0, it means our output of the NOR gate is 1. So this is 1. Our output of the NOR gate is 1. So now this one will go here as input and from here we have the 0 input and 0 and 1. So it will give us 0 again. So this is our answer. Now we will repeat this step by taking the Q equal to 1. That if we imagine here the Q input is 1. So we have 0. This one input now we are taking it 1. It will give us the 0 output. Now this is 0. This 0 will go here and we have 0 input 0 and 0 will give us 1. So this is our answer 1. On the next step we are taking it as clock is always 1. We are taking J equal to 0, K equal to 1 and we will take it as 0. So now whenever J is 0 and K is 1. So it says that when J is 0, 1 and 0 will be 0. It is 0 and now we should know the other input. So we will process it further. So now we will see that now we are taking it as 0. So this is 0. This is 1. Clock is also 1. So when this 0 will go here, So we will, according to the AND gate, we will get the answer 0. So we are taking 0 here. It will be 0 and 0 will give us 1. 1 will go here as the input and we have 0 already, and 1 and 0 will give us 0. So our answer will be 0. So on the next step now we will take it as the 1. Then if we repeat all the values 0 and 1 and we are imagining the value of the Q as 1. So now we will again do it that if our J is 0 and K is 1, we are taking Q equal to the 1. This is 1. So here we have the input 0. The other input is 1. And we will here get 0 answer. This 0 will go here as the input 0. And from here we have 1 and 1. And the other input we are also taking 1. So it will give us the 1 input. 1 and 0 will give us the 0 output. So our answer is 0. Now we will see that whenever clock is 1, we are taking the value of J and K as J is 1 and K is 0. So now we will see that whenever we will take our input Q as 0, so our J is 1, K is 0, and our Q input is 0. Here we have 0. Okay, now we have 1 and 1. So we should know the other input, and so for this we are imagining our this input as 0. So it means its Q bar, it should be the opposite of this. So this is 1. Okay. So when we will take it as 1, these all three 1 will give us 1. The other input is 0. 1 and 0 will give us 0. Here we go, the input is 0. Here our K is 0 and the clock is 1. So 0 and 1 will give us 0. 0 and 0 will give us 1 output. So here our output is 1. Now we will take these values again. 1, 0, but this time we will take Q equal to 1. So whenever our Q is equal to 1, it means our Q bar is equal to 0. Our Q is 1, so it means Q bar is 0. Here we have 1, 1 and this Q bar equal to 0. So it will give us the value 0. This one is 1, 1 and 0 will give us 0. Here we go, the 0 is our input. Here the value of the K is 0. This one is 1 we have and 1. It will give us 0 according to AND gate. 0 and 0 will give us 1. So here we will have 1. The next one is that we will take it as clock 1, J1, and we will take K also equal to the 1, and now we will imagine the values of Q. If we take the value of Q is 0, if the value of Q is 0, so we have clock 1, J1, so we should know the other value. If this is 0, it should be 1. This is 1, so all 1 will give us 1. And here we have the value 0. 1 and 0 will give us 0. This 0 will go here as input. And on this K we have values 1. K is also 1. And we imagine the value of Q as 0. So it will give us 0. 0 and 0 will give us 1 output. We will do it again by taking the value of the K. Value of the Q 1. So when this Q is 1, it means this Q bar is 0. We have J1, we have clock 1, and this Q value is 1, it means this one value is 0. Here we have 0, it will give us 0 value. This one is 1. 1 and 0 will give us 0. Here we go, it is 0. And for this K we have 1, clock is 1, this value is also 1, it will give us the 1. 1 and 0 will give us 0. So this is our answer 0. So now we will name these states. The first one state is, we call it the previous state. The next one 0 and 1. When we have q0 and qn plus 1 0, this is our reset state. This is our set state. And when we have 0 and 1 and 1 and 0, these are our toggle states. So now this is our JK flip-flop, and I have explained it completely. This is its diagram, and this is our table which we made by the circuit diagram by processing our JK values and the Q values. Qn plus 1 is our result. And this is the clock which should be trigger 1, so our circuit will work. If it's 0, our circuit will not work. We will not get any value.